Agriculture is no longer about tilling the soil. It is about transforming destinies. Across Africa, the vast stretches of fertile land remain a sleeping giant, untapped, underutilized, and criminally neglected by those who should be nurturing it. With over 60% of world's uncultivated arable land, Africa should not be begging for food aid or importing what it could produce in abundance. The continent is sitting on green gold, yet its leaders act as though they are allergic to prosperity. Agriculture is already the backbone of many African economies, contributing about 22% of Africa's GDP and employing more than 60% of its workforce. But imagine what that number could be if African governments treated agriculture with the same urgency and passion they gave to politics or oil. The sector has the raw potential to fuel industrialization, reduce inflation, create millions of jobs, and combat food insecurity. The same insecurity that has left entire communities dependent on imports and international aid. Beyond economics, agriculture could be the antidote to Africa's social ills, rural poverty, unemployment, and youth idleness that have turned millions of energetic young people into easy recruits for banditry, terrorism, and migration traps. When the land is left idle, the mind wanders, and hungry minds are easily manipulated. But when agriculture thrives, so does peace. Farm replaces firearms. Hope replaces hopelessness. The paradox is maddening. Africa imports over $40 billion worth of food every year, from rice to wheat, even tomato paste, despite having some of the most fertile lands on the planet. It is not a lack of potential, it is a lack of political will. Instead of investing in mechanized farming, irrigation systems, rural infrastructure, and agro-industrial value chains, many African governments chase short-term politics and oil money, while the soil that could feed the nation is left to dust. The truth is, agriculture is Africa's most democratic sector. It doesn't require fancy degrees or connections to thrive. Just land, support, and market. It can empower women, lift rural communities, and bridge the widening gap between the rich and the poor. Yet, policies often favors importers over producers, middlemen over farmers, and foreign aid over homegrown innovation. If Africa wants to break free from the chains of dependency, it must look inward, to the soil, to the seed, to the sweat of its farmers. The revolution that Africa needs is not political, it is agricultural, because when Africa feeds itself, it frees itself. The question is not whether agriculture can transform Africa's economy. It is whether Africa's leaders have the courage to make it happen. Africa's future is not buried in oil wells or foreign loans. It's growing silently in the soil beneath our feet. Every seed planted is a statement of hope, a declaration of independence, and a step towards feeding our own. But the question remains, will Africa rise to feed itself or continue to beg from the same world it can feed? Tell us what you think. Can agriculture truly transform Africa's economy? What should our leaders and youth be doing differently? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you believe in Africa's power to grow in its own future.